What's up, y'all? It's Annabelle with That Good Shit, and I am here with the one and only.
Larry June.
How you doing today, Larry?
Feeling good today. Uh-huh.
It's a real nice rainy day out here in New York City. You caught the rain. What's your favorite thing to do when you come out here to New York?
Man, I love just feeling the energy. I go hop out the whip, post on the block with the homies, you know what I'm saying? Smoke me a joint, drink a smoothie. Just feel the energy. The energy out here is amazing. So I just cool shit like that, just sliding through, seeing new shit and buying little pieces here and there and shit. Good job, New York. Numbers. You know what I'm talking about? That kind.
New York knows how to do it. Last time I saw you out here was when you were here at Sweet Chick doing your pop up with the Alchemist around the Great Escape, and you just told me that was on your birthday. Tell me about that day. What was that like?
It was a great experience, man. The energy was good. Like, there was no drama. Sweet Chick took care of us, gave us the whole spot. The line was around the corner, man. That was like one of the highlights of my career, honestly. Coming way over here from the West Coast and seeing that was like very inspiring to me. Shit made me want to come back out here more. It felt like home for me a little bit. You know what I mean?
Definitely. You got a lot of love and support out here, and especially for that album. Like, I speak for our whole crew. Like, that was one of our favorite albums of the past couple years. We talk about it all the time, listen to it all the time. Like, real incredible piece of work. So, thank you for making that.
Come on, I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Thank you.
Now we've got a new album on the way, Doing It For Me, which I think is a really cool title. Like, I really love how much you talk about self-care, caring for yourself. Tell me a little bit about that title, and tell me about, like, times in your life when you feel like it is important to be a little selfish and, like, do things for you.
A lot of people forget the reason why people fell in love with your craft or whatever you into. And it came from me just doing me, not caring about what people thought about what I was doing. I was doing exactly what I wanted to do when I wanted to do it. Drop when I want to drop, work with who I want to work with. If I want to sing in this random spot. And I just wanted to get back to that. You know what I mean? I've been doing it for me the whole time, but like a whole project was just like, whatever I feel, I'm going to do. I might wake up in the morning and say, you know, I'm put an ad-lib in the middle of this, and boom, I might want to add a verse here or take a verse off and let the beat rock. And it's doing it for me. And some shit I can just jump in the old school and just bend some corners to. You know what I mean? An early morning drive, you know what I mean? I want to press play and be able to just, shit, as long as I'm rocking with it, that's all that matters.
100%. And speaking a little bit more about that, like self-care and discipline are something that you talk about a lot in your music. What role does self-care and discipline play in your career as an artist and just like your life as a human being?
So, you know, self-care and discipline is very important. You know, self-care is good because you want to, in order to do any of this, you got to be mentally there, physically there. So, you know, you want to take care of yourself. Discipline, without discipline, you know, you can't really achieve those big goals. And, you know what I mean? You want to be able, if I got to cut something off, like say, for instance, like I'm making tons of money. The game slow down. You got to be able to stop and have discipline to stop. You know what I mean? And you got to have discipline to keep going as well. You know what I mean? Because you might get caught up in the spotlight and the fans, the girls, the jewelry to the point you kind of, damn, I'm doing too much of that when I'm not. I should be doing what's going to keep me going and what got me here in the first place. So those two are very important.
Got to keep those priorities straight.
Exactly.
What's your morning routine look like?
It changes a lot, but as of lately, I wake up in the morning, brush my teeth, wash my face and shit, and I ride my bike like 7 miles, a little slight bike ride. Come back, make me a little kiwi juice or something, or apple juice freshly squeezed on a punk bitch, you know what I'm talking about? Doing numbers. And then I come back, I go to the studio, roll me a little weed, you know what I mean? My son will be up by then, see if he hungry, want to DoorDash something, or make a little egg or two, because I be up early. Like, I might be up at 6, 7 in the morning. Like, let me just get my shit out the way. But when I get that out the way, I'm coasting. I might hit my studio, do a couple bars, go buy some shoes or something, take out the trash, you know, just some cool shit I be doing on a regular basis, regular shit.
Calm shit. Are you listening to music on your bike rides? And if so, what are you listening to?
No music.
No music.
I just ride. I be wanting to pay attention to the car so I don't get hit. So I just be just feeling the energy. I be getting ideas though. And if I get an idea, I stop, pull out my phone, record something, or I stop by the water, make a phone call, like, you know, bright idea, whoop, whoop, get back on the bike, get back to the crib.
I think it's important to have those moments to just like let your brain actually breathe and not have like some kind of stimulus on all the time. Like just having that time to like bike and sit with your thoughts. Like I can see that being a real good time for inspiration.
It's very important. I meet a lot of good people when I'm biking, older people that's been biking for 20, 30 years, and I get inspiration by just seeing things, or I might see a store that I wouldn't have saw when I was driving and shit like that. I get a lot of ideas, and if I'm ever like stressed out or something, I hop on my bike and it's just like, all right, let me just take it on in and let me get back to work. You know what I mean? It's a good reset.
Yeah, no, that's very calming. My dad's a big biker. He does we live in LA by the mountains, and he's up in the mountains biking every day.
I'm like your dad. We do the same shit. I'm by the mountains and shit too.
Yeah, it's really all you need. We're sipping on some smoothies right now. We know you're a big smoothie and juice lover. What to you are the elements of a perfect smoothie?
You want to have a lot of greens, like a good, perfect one is good for the body. I've been on the celery juice, but I mix it with green apples, little kiwi. Sometimes I might do a strictly pear juice. When it comes to smoothies, I don't really have a favorite or like a key one. It's kind of like I go in phases. Like one day I might be on an orange phase where I might just busting down orange, carrot, banana joints, and I just incorporate it with my day. I don't really got a favorite one. I've been doing this plum red cabbage with the ginger. That'd be juice it. I got a little Revo 830, you know what I'm saying? Toss it right in there, make me a fresh juice, but just depending on how I feel. But in the morning, I usually do the hot water with the lemon, though. Make sure the digestive system doing numbers and shit.
Clear it all out. Very important. Got to stay hydrated out here, One thing that I really love and that I especially loved hearing on The Great Escape, but throughout your discography, I love it when you sing. You have a really nice singing voice.
I appreciate that. I'm working on that. The singing is kind of like some shit I'm working on, but I appreciate that.
I was going to ask, in the future, can we ever expect a project of, mainly singing?
I'm trying to get there. I'm practicing. I tried to do it, but I'm real perfectionist on it, so I've been spreading the songs around, but I'm definitely on this new project. I got a song when I'm singing the whole time. I'm hoping they go take to it.
They'll love it. Watch us get a full Larry June R&B project soon, just singing your heart out.
Yep, I'm gonna do it. I gotta work on a few things on that though. You know what I mean? I'm not really a singer, but I know how to if I hear something I can make it sound cool. So once I master that and I'm practicing all the time, I'm coming.
All it takes is practice, It's all it takes
Remember
to
this day. I'm coming.
One of my favorite Larry June singing moments is on what I think is one of your most underrated songs, which is What Happened to the World on The Great Escape. I love that fucking song. I really love that outro. It's whenever I'm feeling discouraged, I listen to that. It really helps lift me up. Tell me a bit about how that song came together, because that's a personal favorite of mine.
That was actually the first song, if I'm not mistaken, me and Alchemist did. And I just heard the beat. Really with all my songs, I hear the beat kind of direct me on what direction I want to go. And I heard it just was so smooth, so I just started rapping. And then I think I had read something, then a hook came, or What Happened to the World, and I just started saying it and kind of came along. But actually, with that title, The Jacker from the Bay, you got to check out, he got an album called What Happened to the World. And it was one of my favorite albums at the time, and something sparked me to say that a little bit of what's going on in society right now, and then just that being one of my albums kind of inspired that song for sure.
That's a good one. From all your time that you spent working with the Alchemist, what's one fact you learned about him that the wider public might not know?
He's actually a comedian. I don't know if anybody knows it. He's one of the funniest dudes I ever met. All we do is crack jokes. Sometimes we go to the studio just to crack jokes for 3 hours and go home. People don't know that. We just watch YouTube videos of high-speed chases. He watched high-speed chases on YouTube while he make beats probably most of the time.
That's pretty
great. I got to make it to my computer. It's a high-speed chase. I'm like, all right. So we sitting there smoking. You see this? This is how you do it. Then he turned the MPC on, get to making beats. He actually a legendary person. Hella funny, hella down to earth. It's bigger than just beats for him. You know what I mean? He actually a good person.
Absolutely. Outside of anything you've worked on with him, what's your favorite Alchemist beat?
That's a tough one, man. That's a tough one, man. I'm going to just say Margie's Candy House. He got so many classics. I don't even want to get put in that. No, you should have picked this one. Everybody on my head in the comments. He said the wrong song, bro. No, so I'm going to just say Margie's Candy House. You know what I mean? That song was very personal for me, important, and the beat was just spoke to me and shit. So I'm going to just say that.
Something else you're well known for and that we love about your artistry is your adlibs. If you could think about all of your adlibs that you regularly use, what are your top 3 favorites?
The A.
That would be number 1.
Sock it to me. Good job, Larry. You know what I'm saying? I like those 3. I'm finna bring back the Yeah Baby. I'm finna bring that back too on my not this album, but the next one. I got different boxes of ad-libs I pull off for certain albums and shit. Great Escape, I didn't really use many of them. It was very light. because it was more like a hip hop style. You know what I'm saying? But on the after this album, I'm bringing back a whole batch of new album adlibs and shit.
What's the rarest Larry June adlib?
Suck at you, man. Hey, you
Hey.
wanted to hear it? That's one of my ones. That's one of my secret ones. I put like secret albums and shit. I might pull that one out and shit.
Okay.
High pitch sock it to me.
High pitched socket tip.
Yeah, when I'm standing up, I do it better though.
Okay.
It's all good though. Good job, Larry.
Something that you talk about a lot in your music also is just like being financially responsible as an artist and how that's really like, done great things for your career. I want to know if you were starting over again, as like a small artist entering the game today and just starting out your career, what would be like some of the financial choices that you would make knowing what you know now?
Financially, it's tough because it's a very expensive game. So you got to get creative. You want to find ways to like get it out there without spending tons of money. And I would say in this day and age, use social media as much as you can, do dope things, and also go do hand in hand with the people. Like bring your people to certain places and interact with the people and stuff like that. I wouldn't like advise people to come in the game spending tons of money because I never did.
Yeah.
I didn't spend money on music until I got successful. I bought beats and I paid for engineering and stuff like that, and I gave percentages. I never just came. I wasn't coming out the pocket like, oh, you spent $100,000 on this publicist or something like that. I never did it, so I don't want to tell nobody the wrong thing to do, but I do know to do cool shit and stick behind it and make sure you love it and don't stop. I think stopping is the reason a lot of people fail because they don't stick to it. You know what I mean? You find something your passion and you got to stick with it no matter when it's hard or when it's good and shit. You can't get discouraged because you will get discouraged. You got to know how to channel it out and keep going. You know what I mean? That's really what's going to make you successful. Spending money and shit, better off getting some good relationships. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Definitely very important. Yeah, you talk about that a lot. Also, just like betting on yourself and like trusting in yourself in those low moments. What's a time in your career where you were like really going through it and you made the conscious decision to bet on yourself and it paid off?
I'm going to say when I transitioned into doing music fully, I say like 2018, which I've been doing music for a long time. I dropped my first mixtape when I was like 15, but it was just it's just me doing it. People liked it, but it was like, like still figuring my shit out. But when I put everything to the side and really focus on music 100% and betted on myself for real, like, and said, I'm not gonna do nothing, I'm gonna take this chance and really do all music, that's when I went up around 2018.
Yeah. I love seeing all the videos of you recording for your albums in like these really beautiful homes and like beautiful landscapes. It seems like you really prioritize being in beautiful spaces when you create. Tell me why you choose to do that, and also what's the most beautiful place you've ever recorded a song?
So the spaces, like, it's important. You want to have good energy. You want to wake up and feel inspired to do something cool. The craziest place and beautifulest place I recorded at and actually accomplished the song. I recorded Pop Out in Portugal. A song with me and Schoolboy Q called Pop Out. I recorded that in my hotel room and on the balcony. It was hella nice, and it was just a peaceful vibe. I did the verse like this. Quick.
Kind of going back to the new album that's about to come out, are you able to tell us about any producers you worked with on this project?
A lot of local hometown producers like Just Quality, Lil Reese, Quake Beats. We all from San Francisco, and we collaborative. I wanted to do something for the city, and we made dope shit together, and it's doing well. I got Carlo on there, for sure. Carlo. I took it back to the basics. Got K Fisher. I've been working with another artist from San Francisco as well, Tico. He made the Meet Me in Napa beat. Jake One. A little bit of Jake One. I love Jake One. Crazy with it. I'm saving all my Alchemist shit for me and Alchemist's new album.
Word?
Yeah. So we was like, let's just save it. Like, so we got hella shit in the cut, but we already did The Great Escape, and I want to like make the next one like. I want to give y'all everything. So he's like, we can just say that and say that vibe for that. So me and Alchemist got so much shit in the cut, but not on this album. I wanted to be special, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we're excited. We did an interview with Carlo like a couple months ago, and he's amazing, and love all the work y'all have done together. And he's been on a run recently too. Carlo's been going fucking crazy.
Carlo's a goat. I love Carlo, man. He in a whole different world. Like, we always talk to each other, and he tell me what he working on, and I tell him what I'm working on, and we always got some shit cooking. Like, me and Carlo, we already got probably like 5 songs for our next shit in the cut too. We just keep this shit going.
What's your favorite thing about collaborating with Carlo?
With Carlo, it's like we just created this sound. Like, you know what I mean? Of course he had his own sound, and he already brought that to the game, and I was already inspired by that. But when we come together, it's just like something completely different, and we just have fun with it. I don't even think about when I get on a Carlo beat. I don't even think about it. It's a feeling. We giving you a feeling, like, you know what I mean. I'm not going too in depth with the lyrics and shit. But when you play that shit, you gonna feel like it's sunny, like it's summertime or sunny, or you gonna feel good about your day. So that's what I love about Cardo shit. It's dope that I can continue to deliver that same sound 5, 6 years later and shit. So it's cool, and I can go jump into that bag, and it's like, damn, it sound like the shit I heard. And you know, because that's what they want. They hear me and Cardo, they don't want a symphony album. They want exactly what they came for. So that's what I love about that.
It's been beautiful watching y'all grow together, and I always look forward to what you guys have coming next. So excited to hear what's in the vault. Larry, I want to know, who is your favorite fictional character, and what do you think their favorite Larry June song be?
I say James Bond. I think Breakfast in Monaco will be his favorite track.
Bro, James Bond would heavily fuck with Larry June.
Yeah, I like his style, his cars, his lady selection, his houses, his guns. I got crazy gun collection. I got crazy car collections. Like, I feel like James Bond sometimes.
We got to get a Larry June song in the next James Bond movie. What's up?
That'd be legendary.
We'll be waiting on that for sure. Well, I'm going to tap in my team member Quincy, who's going to come ask you a couple questions as well.
Good job, Quincy.
Good job, Quincy.
What's up, y'all? It's Quincy with that good shit. This is Q's. Larry, I'm here to talk to you about cars. You know, I feel like it's impossible to go in a Larry June interview without talking about cars. You got a car on like almost every album cover. I'm wondering, like, what's your dream car if you don't have it, or like what's your favorite car if you do have it?
My dream car was an ASC McLaren. The 87, the 5.0, they only made 1,200 of them, and I found it. Since I was a kid, I used to draw it. My dad had one, and I used to sit in his garage and just look at it, and he had the nice board bed rims, chromed out. His shit was crazy, you know what I mean? And that was my dream car. Like, it wasn't nothing crazy, like Ferrari status and then, but like, I got it, and it's like a trophy for me. Like, I got an ASC McLaren ever since I was a kid. I used to draw the steering wheel and shit.
My favorite car is also a McLaren, actually. I grew up on, like, Need for Speed. My favorite car on there was the McLaren MP4 12C. Bruh, it would always, like, dust me, bruh, and I got so mad, it became my favorite car, you know?
Yeah, I love McLaren. When them doors lift up on that,
Don't even get me started.
you know what I'm saying? That's on my list. I want to have all the cars. I'm not crazy, like, super in-depth with, like, the engines and shit, except only on my Grand Nash, I go crazy with the engine, but I just like how they looking, and just to jump in there and smell that smell. I'm not gonna pop the hood and be like, you know, this is a quarter-inch screwdriver. No, I ain't got time for that shit.
No, nobody has time to, like, memorize, like, the numbers that are, like, you know, names. Oh, this is a 400V, you know.
When I bounce out that motherfucker, you know what I'm talking about? With matching, you know what I'm saying, wrist decorated, you know what I'm talking about? Sipping the smoothie out that machine, it just feel good.
Yeah,
and
it don't even matter what the name is.
You feel me? I don't care. I'm sliding. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? All the good shit. So, yeah, I be fucking around. I love cars, though. Like, that's but the ASC McLaren, that was my dream car. I found that I was complete.
What got you into cars? I know you, like, mentioned your dad. So, like, was your dad the one who kind of introduced that to you? And how do you see the overlap between, like, car culture and, like, your sound and, like, hip hop? Like, where is, like, the Venn diagram meet in the middle kind of thing?
Yeah, I would say my dad when it came to that, because he had a lot of cars, Toyota Supra, 5.0, the McLaren. He had all kind of shit, all crazy. He like a crazy American muscle cars and shit, so he had hella shit. So he was the first person I seen whip cars, you know what I mean? And that's kind of probably how I never thought about that, but yeah, he was the first person I seen with cars. Yeah, the cars, it inspired the music, because usually when I have time to play music is when I'm driving. So going back to what I was speaking with her, like, doing it for me. When I jump in a car, it gotta match the vibe. You gotta press play and be able to just cruise and you riding your bike, cruise or whatever, and feel good while you're doing that. And like, cars kind of influences a lot of my music. That's why you hear the sounds of the car starting and all this shit. Like, you must love that sound. Like, no, jump in the machine. This that Ben Kona music. You know what I'm saying?
Do you have, like, a car playlist? Is there anyone you want to shout out outside of yourself? I mean, your music obviously hits in the car.
I'm going to just shout out Swiss Beats for that playlist he sent me on Instagram. Man, he sent me that playlist, and it kind of inspired my recent album too. A lot of the beats on there. I should text him and tell him thank you for that. Good job, Swiss Beats. You know what I'm saying? But he sent me a crazy playlist. I still don't know what half of the music on there is, but the shit just felt good. Some of the shit wasn't even in English. It was like Brazilian music and shit.
That baile funk.
Yeah, he's crazy. He sent me a crazy playlist, and I just pressed play on it, and I'm like, damn, this shit just smooth. Like, you just bouncing the machine. And I was hearing the beats on there, like, and it inspired a lot of stuff on my new project. Thank you, Swiss Beats. You're doing numbers. Good job. Sock it to me. Release that unreleased shit that we got in the cut. Sock it to me.
I feel like we all owe Swiss Beats a thank you, to be honest.
We do, man. Swiss Beats is one of the GOATs. Legendary, good person, and he inspired me a lot, too.
Put on the Swiss Beats playlist. You're trying to, like, just get out the house, stretch your legs, like, hop in the whip real quick. Where are you driving to? Where are you going? What's your favorite, route to take?
I like driving to a beach called Stinson Beach, like in Marin County, like in the Bay Area and shit. It's a nice, squiggly road, and you get there. It's like a peaceful little city. You can park by the water, have a little tea or something. The ride is just smooth. You just kind of coming through the canyons or whatever, the mountains or whatever. And that's Stinson Beach. And I actually named the song called Stinson Beach because I heard the vibe on the playlist that he sent me. And I was on my way to Stinson Beach.
Yeah.
And the song had nothing to do with Stinson Beach. It just felt like I was on my way there, so I just named it that.
It's dope having that vibe. I just feel like being in New York, you don't really get to drive like that often. To the extent that you are driving, it's in traffic.
Okay.
It's really cool to listen to your music in the car and have that feeling. Not here, but literally anywhere else.
Exactly. But still, New York a vibe too, man. Like it's big car culture out here. People be having crazy shit out here. I don't know how y'all driving them, but I might see some crazy shit put up. You might hit a pothole. You know what I'm saying? New York killing it. Fashion cars, all this shit. I don't know how niggas drive the cars. Maybe they go to Jersey or some shit, but I don't know the routes, and I feel you on the traffic too. But them niggas driving somewhere.
No, right. I mean, they're going somewhere and they got a nice car, so it looks cool in the parking lot type shit.
It look cool as fuck when you pull up out here in New York. You pull up in that machine down here. I seen Joey Badass pull up in his Porsche, that green thing. It just damn, it just matched the city.
Yeah.
He ain't got nowhere to go, but when he pull up, how about that motherfucker dope boy status? You know what I'm saying? Swagged up. That GT just look clean on the block, paid in full. You know what I'm saying? They pulling out machines back to back. You know what I'm saying? So it just fit the aesthetic out here. You pulling out. If I had my Rory out here, I'd be the nigga. I have my shit parked right in front of Sweet Chick.
24/7, just HQ.
Just doing numbers and shit. Yee.
I mean, now that you out here, is there any producers that you want to link up based in New York that maybe switch up the sound? Where's the Larry Slizzy?
Ooh, Cash Cobain going stupid right now. I fuck with them for sure. Hey, they go crazy. I fuck with them. Yeah, I would love to do that. That tempo is crazy. I never rapped on that tempo. I rapped on a lot of tempos, but I never rapped on that fast. What you guys call that? That tempo like that?
We call it sexy drill.
Sexy. I need a sexy drill beat, man. I want to just try it. You know what I'm saying? Cause that shit go crazy.
Cash Cobain, send it through.
That
Can you
came on in the club last night. You just vibing to it I fuck with it.
I saw a video. Someone was Cash Cobain got everyone's swag surfing again.
Cause it's fast, but it's smooth. Yeah. I can't really explain it. It's they did some shit with that one. They did some shit with that one. I fuck with them. I gotta meet them one day for sure.
Shout out Cash Cobain. Send the pack, bruh. Is there anything else you want to say to the people? Drive fast, drink water. AAA.
Have a blessed day. Do numbers, and do it for you sometime. Sock it to me. Yee. Hey.
That's my favorite adlib. I can't lie. Could we get one more AAA?
Come on. Hey. Good job.
We out here. That good shit. That's it. Larry June.
We on. That's a wrap.